Hello, let's come on board with us. Here we go to Amravati. The project is presented by the students of Dr. Panjabra Deshmukh Polytechnic, Amravati, Department of Civil and Rural Engineering. Group details: Yashraj Ingole, Om Konde, Rudresh Kapuskar, Utkarsh Mohkar and Prajwal Trikani. The name of project is Design of Public Transportation System Between Two Zones, guided by Professor A.S. Khun. A developed country isn't a place where the poor have cars, it's where the rich use public transport. A well stated quote by Gustavo Petro, a politician. Here is the As we all know, work is one of the main purposes of travel in urban areas. Moment-based methods predict behavior of traveler as derivative of activities. By predicting the activity performed at particular destination and time, trips and their timing and locations are used to develop a trip generation model. The aim of this project is to develop moment-based trip generation model which addresses shortcomings of the conventional trip-based approach. In this project, the trip generation model phenomenon has been studied by the households in the Kathora township. In addition, trips are made variety of kind of people for a variety of purpose on the maze of route by several modes. A person trip is from an origin to a destination by some route. The technological characteristics of a route chosen define the mode of trip: walk, on a footpath or road, by car, various forms of public transportation. The pattern of trip and situation faced by the traveler also may vary from problem statement. The Boti township is being one of the most populated areas of Amravati, having more than 2000 residential houses, a huge educational institution, but still it doesn't have a fluent public transportation system, and therefore the local residents and the students has to suffer a lot to move around the city. Likewise, Kathora village is just a kilometer away from the township, and which is also having a population of about 2000 to 3000 people, has not at all have connectivity through public transport. Currently, the mode of public transport available is auto rickshaws and state buses, which results in an uneconomical, comfortable journey. Here you can see a picture click at 6 p.m., which is the time where the colleges are over, but still you can see there is bus over there. You can in this picture you can see the rush, and here you can see people and students traveling triple seat, which is very injurious and harmful, but due to lack of public transportation this practice. In this table we can see, as we are going year by year down, the percentage of two-wheeler, the percentage of private vehicles has increased very fast, whereas the percentage of buses, which are public transportation, has been decreased drastically. The increased percentage of private vehicles resulted in more pollution, increased number of accidents, and increased number of fuel. Here you can see two graphs. This graph clearly stated that 14% of air pollution is occurred due to transportation. The source of this image is Wikipedia. In this image, we can see accidents and the number of deaths by according to the mode of vehicle, according to the class of vehicle. The source of this image is India 2. In this graph, we can see the fuel consumption, which is of petrol and diesel in MT. This is given by Petroleum Ministry. Here we can see the existing outlets, which are the consumption from existing outlets and the consumption from planned outlets. Here are top 5 cities, top 5 states of maximum consumption. In this picture we can see, if a village is provided with proper transportation facilities, it can easily transform into a smart village. The objective of project was to plan a public transportation system and mass transit facilities in cities, to study the movement of passengers and to calculate the demand accordingly, to identify the most preferred routes for specific locations, to spread the awareness and motivate people to use public transport, to identify most preferred routes for specific locations, to locate intermediate stops of public transportation on particular route, to promote use of cleaner transportation modes, to spread awareness and to motivate people need of public transport. to counter congestion on road, to minimize energy consumption, to ensure a healthy environment, to improve safety for all. In this picture, you can see the benefits of public transport directly. The picture itself shows a lot. Here are the difference and some relevant point about public and private transport which are also mentioned in the video. Methodology. The process. The process was divided into 3 stages: survey and analysis of existing condition, second stage forecast analysis of future condition and plan, and the last here we can see some methods which can be used for surveying. We use origin and destination surveys, and here are some types of it: home interview method, commercial vehicle method, taxi method, roadside interview method, tax. We use home interview method and roads. In home interview method, students visit house by house and survey people. They collect information by the questionnaire form which they have. Questionnaire form demands dwelling units, number of residents, age, race, vehicle ownership, number of drivers, family income, and so on, which helps in evaluating the amount of possible travel. We interviewed 600 houses. By here you can see the site. This is Pote Township. Such a big site of having at least 3 to 4,000 houses. This is Kathora village, which are also having 300 houses and a population of 2,000. In roadside survey method, the people standing on the roadside, walking or sitting, waiting for the bus is interviewed by the same questionnaire. Facts. About 150 people were surveyed, which is approximately 25% of survey carried out by this method. The total 611 people routes. From here we got Panchavati as highest number, Badnera has second highest, Depot has third highest, and Ravati. Reason: after analysis of the survey data, the major routes were identified on the basis of movement of passengers. This further segregated on the basis of preferences. Intermediate halts were identified on each route along with journey time. The most and the least preferred routes were Panchavati and University. The peak hours identified were 9 am and 11 am in morning and 5 pm to 7. Conclusion: we have came to a conclusion that there is a need to operate the city buses between the morning and evening peak hours, as there is potential of passengers at the following timings. The buses can run according to the routes and timings suggested by the project. If the operations would be started, it will be like a boon to the residents and will also indirectly help in boosting rural economy, resulting in better lifestyle in the residents of town. References. These are the references which were used for preparing the. You can't understand a city without using its public transport. A magnificent quote by Errol Ozan.